Hello. Right. I think I'm live. Yes, there we go. Hello. Right, 1 second. Copy the link. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just going to share the link like I usually do. While we wait for people to come. Sorry, my computer's been very slow. Facebook has been very slow. Right. Share that there. It's posting. I'm getting there. There we go. Okay. Hello, Charlotte. Hello, hello, hello. Are you okay? You well? This is odd. Charlotte, you have a little crown by your name saying number 1. I wonder what that's about. Never seen that before. Oh, top fans. Oh, how nice. Hello, you're a top fan. I've got top fans. Oh, how exciting. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I will explain some in a second, see if anybody else is coming, although it doesn't look like there is at the moment. Okay, so for those watching on playback, sorry about the 1 minute 50 there of delays. Okay, and sorry for the disaster that has been the first 17 days of August, and then some a little bit at the end of July. So I put up a post in the group saying I was going to be on annual leave for the first 2 working weeks of August, and I was going to do lots of things in the last week of July and the last day, and then I went and got COVID. So thank you to my kids for passing that around. That was fun. And I haven't had it in 3 years, 3.5 years, something like that. And it proper knocked me on my backside. I literally couldn't get out of bed for 2 days. Hello, Vicky. Yes, stupid COVID indeed. And it was the Monday. I worked all day on the Monday. And then come the evening, I was like, oh, Andy, my other half, hadn't been very well over the weekend. Neither had Nathan. So he sort of just laid around on the sofa, moaning and groaning all day Monday while I worked. And I was about ready to smother him with a pillow because I was thinking, you just man flu, you're just making a drama out of nothing. And then Monday evening, I was like, oh, Tuesday, could not get out of bed. But I was thinking, this isn't a cold. This isn't man flu, moaning and groaning. And I was running a fever. I couldn't sleep. And I was like, this feels a lot like that thing that nobody really talks about anymore. So I ordered a test and did it on the Wednesday. And obviously, yes, it was COVID. I did feel better, as in able to get up and out of bed and do some stuff on the Friday. I got out of bed on the Thursday, but Friday I felt a bit better and I was able to work. I didn't send any parcels though, because it wasn't fair. All the while I was still testing positive, I couldn't in good conscience send stuff out knowing how long the COVID bacteria, etc., can live on hard surfaces. That was all. I couldn't be doing, giving COVID to my customers through the post. That would have just been awful. And you have to bear with me. Sorry, it's very hot in the cabin. And I am sweating. Sorry, that's gross. You didn't need to know that. But hey. So all the stuff that I promised would be sent out before I went on holiday was not sent. And then I went on holiday. Even though I was still testing positive. It's caravan holiday, so I just carried on. Didn't really do much on the Monday. Obviously drove down there, but didn't socialize. Come the Tuesday, I finally tested negative. But then I was away from home, which was fine. And we had a lovely holiday, and it was fine. It was chaotic and it was hectic, and the dog was with us and all that jazz. But we had a nice time. Came back. Now, originally, I always book 2 weeks in the summer off because, and I'll tell you why. Andy always books 2 weeks. Well, the last couple of years, he books 2 weeks off. And I hate coming back to work while he's in the house, just like knocking around. And he's like, let's do stuff. And I'm like, but I need to work. So now I just booked the 2 weeks off. And I just enjoy some chill out family time. However, I have not done that this week, hence working on a Sunday and doing a live video on a Sunday. Because of the COVID, I wasn't able to dye the August limited editions before we went away. So I have done that this week. I have dyed some other bits and bobs. You can't see the table, but nothing. But there is quite a few pieces of fabric here. One right back there. There's loads there. There's more, two more there. There's fabric there. So if you are waiting on Silver Moon or Parma Love, which was the April limited edition, those are dyed and ironed and ready to pack and ship if it's not waiting on anything else. So that will be done. Well, I will pack them this afternoon because it's Andy's last day off tomorrow. He goes back to work on Tuesday, and we are taking the kids out for a family day tomorrow. So he was like, you can't work today, it's Sunday, that's against your religion. And I was like, normally yes, but because we are taking what I was supposed to be back to work tomorrow, so I'm working today and I'm having tomorrow off. And then all the orders that were placed before I got COVID and before I was supposed to go on holiday will be sent on either Tuesday or Wednesday, because I have childcare Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's the plan. So that is a lot of waffling. We're at 7 minutes and I still haven't shown you any fabric. That's a lot of waffling. But yes, I've been working even though I'm not supposed to. I know, people don't have to tell me, I know the week before my holiday was due to start wasn't a holiday. I know that. I was sick. But it still felt like I can't take 3 weeks off. So I've had one nice chill out holiday, week of chill out holiday, and a week of illness before that. And I'm not going to say I've worked loads this week, but I have worked, and I've done some dyeing, and I can show you some of that now. So I'm going to start off with the August limited edition, which will go on the website today, even though it's the 17th, and I will leave it up for all of the rest of August and September. Okay, so if I don't want anyone missing out because I'm 2.5 weeks late putting it out because of COVID. So, oh, hang on, these are in the wrong order. Let me turn them over. As per the votes in the group, the limited edition is fruit salad. And it was quite close, actually. It was quite close between fruit salad and fruit punch. And I did have to go and do a bit of math between the Facebook votes and the Discord votes. Added them together and fruit salad did win. So here's the fabric. This has been a fabric before, so you might have seen it before. It's paler than I remember, but you know, what you going to do? Now I've got this, see the windows behind me. Oh, which way am I going? That way-ish. One day I will get this right. One day I won't stress about where the light is at. The reason I haven't turned the computer is very bright outside. So there would have been no point, so I would have just had glare coming in. So fruit salad, we have pinks and yellow. And when you mix pink and yellow, you get some orange. So it is a pinky, yellowy, orangey fabric. That's the 14 count. You can just see some of the yellow coming through there. And then this is 18 count sparkly. I know sometimes I do 16, but this is the 18, which is actually very pale. Very pale. Vicky says it's beautiful. I tell you what, I do like this one. I'm not normally a big pink girl, but I do like this one. But just wait. Oh, sorry, that was me knocking the desk with my chair. So that's the Ada's. Now, weirdly, the even weave has actually come out a bit stronger than the 18 count. When I say that was pale, that's really pale. So this is the 28 count Brittany Even Weave. You see, there's some, see, you see quite a bit of the yellow down here. Sorry, this glare is ridiculous. I'm hoping I haven't taken the photos yet. I'm going to do those next, so I'm hoping they will pick up some of the yellow better because it's done in the light box. And then this is the 32 count sparkly, because Vicky complains when I don't. Where's the sparkles? Can you see the sparkles? Ooh, sparkly. I didn't do it with the 18, did I? No, I did it with the... So this is the 32 count even weave, the Murano. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. And the linen, where the yellow is strongest on the linen of the three types of fabrics. You see that's the 28 count linen. And then the 32 count sparkly. See, it's not the light because I'm shadowing it. It's not, oh, you can see the sparkles there. Here you go, sparkles. Ooh. That's just picking up pink, isn't it? You can't really see any yellow at all in that. Oh well, it's there, I promise. It's very pretty. But, so you've seen the fabrics before. If you've been with me for a while, it was quite a long while ago. It wasn't a limited edition. It was part of the permanent range for a while. So Fruit Salad has been knocking about as a fabric, but as a thread, it's new. And I have to say, I'm just in love, like so properly in love. I like all of the threads that I do. If I didn't, I wouldn't release them. But there is something about this one that I just adore. You look at it in one light and it looks pink. You look at it in one light and it looks peach. You look at it in another light and it looks orange. And I'm just loving the effect. It's just gorgeous. And if you didn't know from back in the day why it's called Fruit Salad, it's because when I dyed it, it was a random color that I dyed. I just stuck two colors together to see what would happen. It always reminded me of Fruit Salad chewy sweets. I don't know if Americans have those. Probably not, because you never have any of the good stuff. But that's what it always reminded me of, was those chewy sweets. Now, I've got a whole basket of them here, and if I put even more on this card, you will see what I mean. Just the effect, the yellowy, orangey, pink is just, I just love it. I'm just so in love with it. Fruit salads, exactly. Fruit salad sweets are so good. For some reason, they always went hand in hand with blackjacks, and I've got no idea why, because they weren't even close to tasting the same. Obviously, blackjack, black, aniseed, but so there we go. You've seen the fabric before, but these are new Fruit Salad threads. Obviously, they will be going out to the people who joined the new thread club, who already paid the invoices. Those will be going out whether I do my first poster run on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm hoping it will be Tuesday, but I'm not promising that because I know just what I've got to do. So if not Tuesday, definitely Wednesday. So that is Fruit Salad. And I just love it. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Even if I do say so myself, you could say that I'm biased because, you know, I make it. But yeah, I'm so happy with those. Really, really happy. So what we have here is the tickets, because I need to do the vote. I was at one point thinking of not doing the live, of just putting up the pictures. But I was like, no, I need to do the vote, all the tickets for the September limited edition. So 7 of the, oh, one's fallen out already. Here we go. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, let's see what we've got. So going to the vote, which will be put up in group. Now, I'm a little bit annoyed because I'm so late doing the video. It means, so it's the 17th today. You're only going to have a week, I think, to vote on these. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it off next Sunday so that I can get it dyed last week of August. So, okay. Right, we have going to the vote next month. Good Fortune, which was a really nice yellow and orange for a kind of goldy effect. Hugs and Kisses was pinks. Poseidon's Palace is blues. That was that's a nice one. That is a really nice one. Blue. Sea Mist, one of my favorites, which is green and grey. Lilac Moods, very pretty lilac-y one. African Grey is grey and pink. And Shepherd's Delight, which is another one of my original favorites. So, oh my God, I cannot call. I think I said this month, Sea Mist. I had a feeling Charlotte would say that because I know Charlotte is a Sea Mist fan. Sea Mist is up there, but I love Shepherd's Delight. I love Poseidon's Palace. Lilac is usually, can't you have them all? No, that defeats the purpose of this year. One vote, year returns, one vote. I am doing a thing though, which I will explain in a minute. Hugs and Kisses. Well, we've just had a pinky one, so I'm kind of hoping Hugs and Kisses doesn't win. Good Fortune's pretty. I can't call it. I think it's going to be Poseidon's Palace, but I don't know. And you shouldn't let that affect your voting anyway. You vote for your favourite. Charlotte will be there with her pom-poms going, Sea Mist, Sea Mist, Sea Mist. We will see. So that's the vote. I will put the vote up once I finish the video, and like I said, I need to photograph these fabrics. Now, one of the things I have been doing, I want to increase the size of my permanent collection of threads. So I used a bit of executive power because, you know, I can. And you see we had Kathleen. Where's my list gone? I had a list. Oh, there it is. In behind my tax numbers. Brilliant. So, right. So I had a list of ones that didn't win the vote from previous months, but I wanted to see as threads. So that's how Kathleen got added to the permanent range last month before, something like that. I can't remember. I wanted a different colour to win August's vote. I like fruit salad, and I'm so happy with those threads. Really, really happy. I'm kind of glad it did win now. But at the time, before I saw how those threads were going to come out, I wanted something else. So, first look, I haven't even shown this to the Discord people yet. They're not even carded yet, so definitely not going on the website yet. But a first look for you, because I also dyed. Let me get the cardboard out. So these aren't on the cards yet. They will change their appearance, because when I change them from the format I'm about to show you in, and I put them on the card, the dye sections move and it creates the blended effect. So they're not quite finished, but almost. I wanted to see what Fruit Punch looked like as a thread, so I dyed them, and they are already dried. I just haven't carded them. So this first look for you is Fruit Punch. See, it's purple and orange, and that purple is weirdly looking quite washed out on the video. In person, there are no like white sections, and I can see white sections on the video, which is odd. And it's another one that I have a whole basket here, so I can show you like a blocky. Trying to move it around because of the light. So purple and orange. So Fruit Punch is a new thread that will be going in the permanent range soon. I need to send a skein to Nicola, who is my swatch stitcher. She makes these for me. She does these for me because I'm too lazy to do them myself. So when I put a thread on the website, I show it stitched. Oh my God, you can't see that at all. So this is Lunaberry, I think. No, is it Lunaberry? Do you know what? I'd have to look at? I can't remember. This is Kathleen. I can show you this one. I definitely know what this one is. This is what Kathleen looks like stitched up. God, that just looks grey. Oh, I need to take photos of that and put it on the website, which is why those are out, because they've been ironed today. So I need to send Fruit Punch to Nick so she can do the swatch for me. And those will be going on the website very soon. So I'm excited about those. So when I say I've been working this week, I did limited editions. I did threads. I also did some dragon egg threads yesterday because they've been out of stock for a little while. So stuff has been happening, even though I've not been around, even though I was supposed to be on holiday. I know, I'm such a martyr for working through my holiday. But there we go. I was just very aware of the fact that even though I was supposed to be back to work tomorrow, which is now going to be Tuesday because I've swapped with today. Sorry, 1 second. Hang on. Sorry. Hello, Claire, if you're watching. Obviously, you couldn't comment. That's fine. I'll reply to your message in a minute. That was just flashing in my eye and I had to look at it. That's fine. I lost what I was saying. Yes, so I was just very aware that even though I'm back to work officially tomorrow, which is now Tuesday, it's still summer holidays. Andy is back to work. The boys will be with my mum Tuesday, Wednesday, but then Thursday, Friday, I am back to working with them around, which means I never get as much as I want done. So yes, so to me working, I did some charting as well. One was a custom request from someone, but I don't know if you've noticed, if you've been paying attention, I've sort of unintentionally started making a set of charts. They're all 100 by 100 and they're geometric charts. It's been a very slow set to make, as in the first one I did years ago called Square Dance, which is just lots of squares. And I've stitched that one myself, not with my threads. I might redo it again one day with my threads. I used one of the DMC variegated threads. And then there was one called, I want to say Waltz, I think. See, I'm going to get the names confused. Which was another geometric, just black and white, just patterned. And I'm really enjoying them. So I've got another one of those set to, let me see if I can find it, set to release soon, which I have named Tango. So there's one of those coming. And then just for fun, something I haven't done before is I actually coloured Tango in. So there's two versions of it. You can either have the black and white one to stitch in hand-dyed threads, as I have done with Square Dance in the past, or not hand-dyed, but variegated, you know what I mean, or a coloured version. So I'm looking forward to be able to show you those. What else have I done? See, stuff's happening, even though I've been on holiday. So the only thing I haven't done is shipped anything or replied to emails. So if you're waiting on an email from me, I do apologise. But yeah, technically holiday, but a working holiday. Anyway, I think that was all I needed to tell you. I think I've shown you the fabric. I've shown you the threads. I've shown you I've given you a first look of the Fruit Punch, which they're just gorgeous. I'm so happy with them. They're gorgeous. So anyway, what I was going to say, yes, is I'm going to do what I did with Kathleen and what I did with the Fruit Punch is things that don't make the vote still have a shot of becoming threads. So, Charlotte, if Sea Mist does not win, I think Poseidon's Palace might take it. I do. Or maybe it's such a striking colour. Blue, gorgeous blue. Anyway, if Sea Mist doesn't make it, there is still a chance Sea Mist might become a thread. Maybe. And to be honest with you, if Poseidon's Palace doesn't win, I think that will almost certainly become a thread because I want to see it. It's gorgeous. But is it too similar to Pumpy Tides? I will think on that one. We'll see how the vote goes, and we will see. But I'm going to do that now. I'm going to photograph fabric. I'm going to photograph threads. I'm going to get them on the website. I'm going to do stuff, even though it's Sunday. Sunday. How much of a bribe do we need to do? I can think about that too. Chocolate, vodka, cash, cold hard cash. Always winners. It depends what you want bribe. What are you hoping to bribe me for? The winner of the vote? Because I can't affect that. Or to see what colour thread gets turned, see what colour doesn't win gets turned into thread. You can bribe me for that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go because Andy is waiting to take the boys to the park. Well, no, I'll probably just. Nathan won't come out of his hole. Yeah, and I'm going to get some more stuff done. Message me or mail me, whatever, about the bribes, and we'll go from there. So, anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you for listening to me waffle for 25 minutes. I will catch up with you all soon. Like I say, properly back to work Tuesday. Okay, so I will see you later. Bye. Do you want to end the stream? Yes, I really want to end the stream. Yes, I really want to end the stream. Thank you.